What is up, comic fans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be looking at part 2 of my graded comic collection. We're going to try to get through 10 more books, talk about what they are, why I have them, their value, as well as go over how you can be entered to win this slab right here just from watching this video series. If you want to know all the details and check out the books, don't go anywhere. Check this out. Huge shout out to the homies over at Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check out their website. They have amazing stuff going on over there, and you can follow them on social media so you don't miss out on all the amazing stuff that they're doing. All right, let's get into it. So this is part 2. If you missed part 1, go back and check it out. Some great books in there. Also talked about the details on the giveaway and that as well. It'll benefit you to check out that video. And we'll get into that Catwoman number 47 Nathan Zerdy giveaway toward the end of this video. But I want to get right into the slab. So continuing through my slab collection, we're going to kick it off with a beautiful book from 1980. Despite what Disney has done, in my opinion, to this character, and despite how terrible the series was, I had to have the book. I absolutely love the Hulk, so we had to have the Savage She-Hulk, issue number 1. This beauty was picked up from Dead Media Collectibles, local right here in the Augusta area. Absolutely love that shop. Huge shout out to Angel over there. I got this for a great price. I sent it over to Justin, my cleaner presser. Be sure to check him out. Link is in the description if you need anything cleaner press. Let him know you found him via the channel. And he hooked it up, got it clean and pressed. We got it submitted, and it came back a 9.2, which is a very fantastic grade. As you see, it is a newsstand. So this book right now is all these books. Like, going through this video using cover price to check the prices on these has been pretty heartbreaking, but it's kind of just the coming and going of collecting comics, because this one is down like 33%. And it's sitting at a $149 value currently. That is a steal for this book. If you're in the market or you don't have this book, now is definitely a decent time to check it out. Because again, despite the show or what Disney's doing, these comics are still fantastic, great pieces of history and fantastic stories. So Stan Lee proudly presents The She-Hulk Lives. Great cover homaging Incredible Hulk issue number 1. So happy to have that in the collection. Fantastic ad for some Legos on the back. That's really cool. So happy to have that one. Now, cover price is definitely a very weird place to check for prices on stuff. One thing I'm learning is they don't have like signature series stuff on there. They don't have like an exceeding amount of variants for stuff. For them, the variants would just be like a UK price variant, for example, or a newsstand is considered a variant. So this one I had to head over to the old eBay to check out the value for. And this is Captain America issue number 1 from 1996. It's a direct edition, beautiful cover. I absolutely love the artist that brought this book to life. And my good friend Nick's Kicks and Comics recognized that, and he gifted this book to me. And it's in a CBCS verified 9.0, signed by none other than Rob Liefeld himself. I'm a huge Rob Liefeld fan. He's like, I mean, come on. I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up with Liefeld art just taking over the industry. And this is in 1996. So this is well after his return from Image back to Marvel during the Heroes Reborn era. I just love his Captain America work. It's just fantastic stuff. And hey, look, everybody, he can draw feet. So sometimes he can, sometimes he can't. So this one, I did not find a graded 9.0 to price check. It's kind of difficult on some of this stuff. And but I did see where the same book in a 9.8 sold for $200. So you do the math. A 9.0 rare, hard to find. I would at least cut that price in half. So I'd say this one, if you had to assign a value to it, probably around $100, give or take, because Rob Liefeld's signature is not cheap. Fantastic ad for Sliders on the back. I remember that show. Very cool show. Next book up, and this one I got out of a mystery box, the one and only mystery box that was ever sold by Beckerman Likes Comics. And he thought he was going to put this in here as a gag book, thinking that I disliked the cover artist, but I love the cover artist. I dislike overusing him for Venom covers, but this is from 2019, and it's Symbiote Spider-Man issue number 1. Fantastic, gorgeous cover with a Witness signature, and the signature's in beautiful green with a Mysterio and Human Fly appearance. Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. Clayton Crane exclusive in a CBCS 9.8. Now, if you look at the case, this is actually one of the older cases. So this is from 2019. So this was not long before they switched over to the new cases, but get that glare off. There you go. Just beautiful, beautiful cover art. This was a Scorpion Comics exclusive before they kind of lost Clayton Crane to Black Flag Comics, and not long after that, Black Flag Comics lost Clayton Crane and their wife. It was unfortunate, but you see this Scorpion Comics on there. They were rocking and rolling for a while, killing it with Clayton Crane covers. Shortly after this, they went into that terrible Venom era where they just forgot that they had a top-tier artist working for them that can do more than one thing. So that Symbiote Spider-Man book, $190 value. Got it out of a mystery box. I think I paid $100 for it, and this was just one book in that mystery box. I got another one is over heading away to CGC. First Silver Age appearance of the Specter was in that box as well. So crazy value in that box. Next book here is from 1988. I picked this up at Joe Fest 2021. Fantastic seller up there. It was in a ridiculously high grade, and I decided to run the odds on getting it submitted. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what in the world could possibly have gotten this book down to a 9.6. I mean, it is crisp. All the corners are sharp, unless there's like a booger on one of the pages on the inside, which I didn't notice. But we have The Killing Joke from 1988, Alan Moore's phenomenal book here that's like just been so instrumental and so impactful on DC Comics. The back cover is even fantastic with that playing card. So this is a weird book here. In a 9.6, it says the value is $84, but in a 9.8, $218. And that just kind of lets you know that people do not shop 9.6s. They're just buying those 9.8s. Now for this book, there's a lot on the census in 9.9s and 10s because it's a square bound book, which would be hard to see on the, there you go. It's a square bound book, making you wonder all the more why it's a 9.6. It's almost worth cracking and resubmitting, but I don't sell books like this, so in the PC forever. Next up, huge shout out to my man Rob's Fat Sacks of Comics. I know he just picked his copy up here recently at HeroesCon 2023. Mark your calendars next year, HeroesCon 2024, Charlotte, North Carolina. I will be there. Pops will be there. The Comic Illuminati will be there. That's the spot to go to. That's the big community get together. We'll be there. I guarantee it. No matter what, that con's too good to miss at this point. So this is I think this will be the first one that I've shown of an old CGC case. Maybe it's not, but this is the original CGC case. So it's Kamandi, issue number 1. Kamandi, the Last Boy on Earth from 1972. Another one of the DC Jack Kirby creations. He has fantastic ties to OMAC as well, but that's a story for another day. And this is in an 8.5 with off-white pages in that original CGC case. There's a good look at the original label. This was another pickup from Dead Media Collectibles. Fantastic deal I got on it, is everything is there. Cool ad on the back for the Imposters. Mean Racing Machines. Now, one bad thing I noticed about this, taking these back out for the first time in a while and looking at them, is that top label is actually coming up. So, yeah, that's going to end up coming off. Doesn't have much stick left to it. I'll probably slap a piece of tape on it just to keep it there. This book could definitely stand for a resubmission. They're ridiculously affordable. This one, for example, is listed in an 8.5 at $57. Now, here's the weird thing with cover price. Again, I know it's just based on the market, but $57 when one grade lower is an $80 value. And one grade higher is $159 value. So if you're looking for this book, an 8.5 is a high grade, respectable grade that clearly no one's shopping in. So that's definitely one to be on the lookout for if you're looking for affordable keys that are just sitting in this value sweet spot. Now, when we're talking about values, this one, I don't have a value for it. No sales data at all for it. Not on eBay, not on cover price. Probably due to the fact that it is a very exclusive cover for it. It was a New York Comic-Con exclusive. It was done by Matt Wilson on the cover art. It's a Javon Jordan story, and it was done by my man DJ Lynx. It was his first New York Comic-Con exclusive, and this is for Dead End issue number 1, which is one of those Javon Jordan Kickstarter stories that he did, that DJ Lynx did a cover with Matt Wilson for, and DJ hooked it up. He sent me and the rest of the guys on the Friday show with him in the mix. He sent us all a 9.8 copy as a thank you for being the homies kind of thing. So this does not have any sales data on it. So we'll go and say it's $1 million book since there's 0 sales data. We can call it what we want, right? So it's limited to 100 copies. Happy to have that one in the collection. It means the world to me. I definitely wouldn't sell it. And next up, this one means the world to me for completely different reasons. It's because it's such an iconic cover, iconic artist, fantastic story. This is from 2004, and it's Avengers JLA issue number 4, or as cover price has it listed, JLA Avengers issue number 4, with Kurt Busiek story and George Perez interiors and cover. And this is the most iconic cover that they did. Perez is known for doing huge montage covers with as many characters and as much stuff going on as he possibly could fit in there because he loved doing it. But this one stood out from the rest. This one is Superman wielding Thor's hammer Mjolnir and Cap's shield standing on the moon, just in battle ready mode. And it is a wraparound, gorgeous wraparound, with the two worlds colliding, the DC world and the Marvel world. Absolutely fantastic cover. Gorgeous, gorgeous detail on the stars. Perez's signature back there. Just wicked, wicked cover. And this was the finale to this series. And this is in a CGC 9.8, also square bound with some 9s and 10s on the census. But this one in this grade, 9.8, goes for $105. Now, here's the weird thing. Again, with this crazy cover price guide, I'm just still not understanding it. 9.6 is listed at $116. I'm sure I can go on eBay and find some higher numbers for this stuff, or I don't know how long it takes for cover price to populate data and stuff, but they have this 9.8 being less valuable than a 9.6. Weird. But that's definitely around about the ballpark of this book anyways, at least when I picked it up, about 100 bones. It's probably a little bit more than that now if you probably try to find it online, is my guess. Now, this next book was a gift, also one that was hard to find sales data on. This was an exclusive from Comics Kingdom in Canada, and this is a cover by Alan Quall in a series called Superman, Son of Kalel. They did 3 covers for this one. They did a trade dress, and it's a packed, typical Alan Quall cover with numerous characters on it from the Superman family and associated characters all flying into a convention together. Then they did a version of that one as well, and then they did this one, the third option, that was the most limited in the run, and it is just an all whited out cover with just the focus of the image left on it, with Superman and John Kent flying together off into the void with a little caption above his head that says, "One day you will be Superman." I'm a huge Superman fan. I love John Kent. Yes, I'm one of the few people that like John aged up, and this Paul sent to me in a 9.8 from CBCS and the new holders with the current labels on there. So this is a forever piece in my collection. Absolutely love it. It's such a powerful image. Alan Quall's art is fantastic. Just great stuff here. And again, this was an exclusive through the Comics Kingdom. So that's amazing. So this one is I found some for sale. I didn't find any in the sold. One for sale was listed at $150, but there was another for sale listed at $90. So if you wanted one today, you could purchase one at $90. And next up, here's another exclusive. Had to check the old eBay to find the value of. This is Mega Man Fully Charged issue number 1. This is a big time collectibles exclusive in a CGC 9.8. Now, I'm not the hugest Mega Man fan. I loved playing Mega Man 2 on the original Nintendo, but when John Jang had an exclusive from Big Time Collectibles, I knew that it was a no-brainer. This is, at this point in time, this is actually one of the earlier Jang covers now. Big Time Collectibles was rocking with him early on, and this is just amazing. This was a pretty dope series. This is from August of 2020. It was a cool series. I did read the first 5 issues of the mini-series, but just look how he portrays the detail and everything and the mechanics of his arm. Just absolutely captured this. All the energy and the color pattern and everything. Just a wicked, wicked cool cover. So some of these that are listed and last sold with the signed versions were going for like $250. Now, I bought this one already slabbed. I scored it on a deal on eBay because I watch all kind of stuff. I have it raw, but I watch for stuff all the time, and I saw it in an auction. And I scored it for super cheap. So with the signed ones going for $250, the approximate value on a graded one would be realistically anywhere from $80 to $100 probably. And if you find them in an auction, you'll find them even cheaper. People list stuff online for prices, but when they actually have the balls to run them in an auction with a time limit, they tend to go cheaper than listed prices. So always watch for auctions versus over just going out and just paying a listed price for something on these websites. So the last book I have to show off today is a very special piece. It's not even a book. It is in a slab, so it has made the cut for the show. Now, Austin LeMay is one of the most talented artists that I've seen in our YouTube or comic book community on IG, YouTube, either or. Absolutely amazing artist. He does commission work. He doesn't just do like open commission lists and stuff like that. And I've hung out with him on numerous streams in our time hanging out here on YouTube. And one day he was on a stream just working with and testing out using different markers and pens and colors and stuff. And I asked him if he would draw something because I wanted to see his style of it. And he did. And he ended up sending it to me. And it's done on a backer board, thankfully. I love getting art done on backer boards because you can present them like this. Again, this is one of the comic skins. If you watch the last video, part 1, you see that this is the actual company that EGS Grading Services used these for their slabs as they were getting started before they moved over to their own patented slabs. I was able to do a custom label with the help of my good friend Chip Gettler, and they gave it the art label just like you would see from CBCS. And yeah, heck yeah, blue and red. No, go to the red ones. The Superman ones will look good. So there it is, Austin LeMay's The Specter, done on a backer board, put in a comic skin. And you can see with the custom label, I was able to get Austin's art signature on there. That's what you would see featured on his art pieces next to his name and stuff. Got the Specter label. And just like CBCS would do with sitting in an art piece, just gave it an art label. And I'm super happy to have that in the collection. The back has just the Specter original art drawn by Austin LeMay on 7/4/2021. Luckily, I time-stamped that stream. I took a screenshot of when he did it so I could see it. I was able to get that put on the label. Just beautiful, beautiful piece. It'll be forever in my collection. Just one of my favorite pieces of art that I have, if not my favorite piece of art. Love the Specter. Austin crushed it. Just beautiful stuff. So that's going to do it for the books for this video. Again, we have the CGC 9.8 Catwoman 47 by Nathan Zerdy. This will be given away at the end of this video series. So if you want to be entered to win, leave a comment down below. Include in that comment the hashtag #WeAreLegion. At the end of this video series, I'll do a live show drawing to see who the winner is going to be. It'll be held on a Sunday night during At Week's End. I'll run a wheel with the number of videos in this series. This is video 2, and I'll run a wheel and pick a number, and then we'll go to that video and draw one of the comments randomly. So if you missed commenting on video 1, be sure to go back, give that video a thumbs up, and leave a comment as well. Make sure to leave that hashtag, as I will filter for that to make sure the winner followed that one simple instruction. Now, in that comment, let me know what you think of this stack of books. Some of these books, it was a good variety from keys, just random variants, all kinds of stuff, to the original art. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.